Hi, welcome to today's video diary for finding my way with Pi, purpose, intention, and emotion. I am Pi, and today I am sitting with an uncomfortable emotion. We are back to fear, and we're back to fear of success. Now, this is really interesting because I think most people probably fear failure. And for me, I don't fear failure. I don't like it when things maybe don't work out, but it never feels like a failure to me. It's always like well, let's look at it and what happened and what can we try that's different. And we go again. And it almost, fuels me to try again. So failure, it's like everything is you get to revise and try again. I guess I'm kind of a writer at heart. But fear of success, I've heard sometimes of people being afraid of success because, then you could fail or the failing is bigger and ultimately it's a fear of failure. And it's not even that for me. I think it's deeper. And it's kind of ugly and embarrassing and very personal. So here's to being courageously vulnerable. I grew up in a very humble way. And, by most standards, we were very poor. And I think I somehow adopted some beliefs about what being successful meant. I've somehow got this either or situation in my head. And it's showing up like either you sell your soul to money and not caring about people to be successful, or you care about things that matter, like family and love and the earth, and you're very poor. There's no middle ground somehow. Deep down. Let's call it in my inner child. It's like either you give up everything you love for the sake of being successful and, successful equating to, I guess, wealth, or you do the things you love that matter in the world, that give back in the world, and you're very poor. You have no financial well-being or stability. And here I am, for the first time in my adult life, like in my career, looking to transition into something I love, something that's my calling, something that's my personal mission, something that I know I was born to do this work. I know I was born to help lead and show the way for organizations to be whole being organizations so that they create an environment where their people can thrive, not where their people are sucked dry until they're husks of themselves. And I know I will teach organizations and people how important emotions are and to not be afraid of them, but to turn towards them because they give us very important information and feedback that we must listen to for our health, both individually and collectively. This is my calling, and I know I will do this work. But what I hit today was, if I follow my dreams and do good work, then I'm doomed to not have financial well-being, because in my inner child's little mind, this belief somehow got in there from just how I guess how I grew up. And it's so interesting how deep these beliefs are, that they're real hard to surface, they're hard to articulate, they're hard to fully understand. Because I think some of the reason for that is because I look back on it, and do you know that there are some things about how I grew up, even being poor, that I love and I'm so proud of and I'm so thankful for. Like, I could run barefoot through the woods in North Florida for hours and my feet were fine. And you know what that gave me? That gave me being grounded and with the earth and as a person, knowing who I am and feeling connected in my environment. With not having a lot of money and doing a lot of things we had to do to survive, I learned how to be self-reliant. I learned how to be creative. I learned how to be responsible. I learned how to solve problems. And best part, I learned to have foresight. I have incredible foresight. I learned how to survive and how strong we were. I learned about the complexities of the human spirit and human life. I learned that life can be hard, but also beautiful. I don't regret any of that. And I'm thankful for it. So, Mom, if you watch this, don't you dare feel bad or guilty that I've somehow got this belief. Because here's the beautiful part. Now I'm an adult and I can choose to rewrite this belief. And I will. And maybe I don't have the exact draft of it right now, but I want it to be something like, we are our most successful, most beautiful versions of ourselves when we listen to our calling and we follow it and we do it and we give back to the world. That you can follow your goals and your dreams. And when you do that, you are your most successful version of yourself in every way. And you also free others to be able to do it as well. So, don't know what else I want to say about this right now. I need to sit with it some more. But I guess one last thing. When I started feeling this in me today, it came, actually, I was working on some questions my career coach had sent me. Part of what we do is craft my story. He just asks me 16 questions and it's all about all kinds of things, like how'd you grow up and what's holding you back from achieving your goals and dreams, and what's like the best version of yourself that you can imagine. And we're crafting. We're telling my story. I'm telling my story. And when that question came up about what's holding you back from achieving your goals and dreams, and I started feeling like fearful, like in the pit of my stomach and in my chest cavity. And then I started feeling sad, deeply sad. Like I wanted to go, I'm sitting on my bed. I wanted to go sit in my bedroom and cry. And I thought, oh my gosh, what an interesting reaction to these questions. I should be like getting excited and, to answer these and to craft this story and get to tell the story. But instead I felt deeply saddened. And I would not have understood the root of that if I had just ignored it and tried to avoid the sadness or pretend that it's not there or resist it and get busy and go power through it and go make dinner and go do all the other 100 things that I could do to busy myself. And instead I said, I'm feeling exhausted, I'm feeling sad, and I want to go cry. I'm going to go sit in this. And I put my phone away and I stared out the window. I sat on my bed and I cried and I just got still and I gave myself the space and I just listened to my thoughts and what was coming up. And it helped me identify it. We must give ourselves the space so that we can hear what we need to hear. It feels like a beautiful gift to be able to understand this about myself so that I can choose what I want to be guiding me in my life. Is that belief something that I need anymore? Is it one I want to hold on to? If it was a good belief, okay, that's also good information. In this case, I think I'm ready to let that go. And I think that the sadness is a way that my body communicates to me, that tells me, pay attention here. But it also transforms me. Each tear is literally my body letting this old thing go. And it is transforming me so that I can be who I'm ready to be now. So I hope for all of you that you turn into the discomfort of the uncomfortable emotions and you sit in stillness with them and you let yourself feel them and you let yourself listen, and that you can receive the gift of what your body and your heart and your soul already knows that it's trying to tell you. I hope you honor yourself enough to get still and listen with an open heart. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.